I'm always here talking about the Black Panther, a world leader, T'Challa. But what if I talk to you about a real one? Because it's the same thing. We got this inspirational, aspirational, we got some motivational, we got some change the world, national characters, and then we got this real life person. Burkina Faso's Ibrahim Traoré. In fears of getting the details wrong, I'll keep it short. There was a military coup, and Ibrahim Traoré and his group had a military coup for the new coup, and they became in charge, and he became the president. The captain, Ibrahim Traoré, started running Burkina Faso in his time. And there's a great Twitter thread. Here it is. We can read that Ibrahim Traoré gave students 2 hectares of land. There is a tomato processing plant now.
Unplanned. While some leaders give speeches, Traoré is handing out employment.
We got a guy who's definitely taking care of postal. He's taking care of gold refineries, booting all of those foreign. You know, France got that huge reserve, right? All of them French using the minerals that are in not just this country, but all the other African countries. He's taking care of that and determining their own destiny. It's their ground. It's their earth. They're going to use what's inside of them to prosper. There's the tomato processing factory. We've got cotton, which I think they're 8th place in the world as one of the largest producers. No, Burkina Faso is the largest producer of cotton in Africa. 10th worldwide. Thank you for that. We've got this guy who's changing the military uniforms. You're not going to be wearing no more suits or any of those wigs when you go to court. This is what you're going to dress like because we are not a European colony anymore. No more schools, or more schools are coming to Burkina Faso, and then education's going to be free. That was recently changed. Secondhand clothes and any of these hand-me-down stuff are being banned. We've got tractors. We've got all of these devices, all of these things to make themselves productive coming into the countries so that they can save themselves. We're investing in ourselves, and we're going to teach the people how to use these things. There's some issues with ECOWAS, which is too deep for me geopolitically. He is making deals with Russia rather than dealing with the West, who are only there to extort you. If you want to tell me, and you will be correct to tell me, he's not doing this because he's a nice guy. I'm telling you that the deal is nicer. So this country is on the come up, and it's inspiring other nations, Chad, Niger, Mali. They're getting all of their French people out. I think Ghana's about to be the next ones to kind of go, we don't need this. And Ghana is not landlocked. Ghana has access to the sea. That's important. Let me introduce you to this coon named General Michael Langley. Matt Gaetz is going to pressure him on, look, there's a coup in Guinea. Look, there's a coup in Burkina Faso. And making you understand Michael Langley on the back on the wall and what he wants to do now to redeem himself.
He led a coup in Guinea and threw out the leader. Does that concern you?
Congressman, core values is what we start off with in IMA programs.
Do we share core values with Colonel Doumbouya?
Core values. I will repeat that.
Do we share core values with the coup leader in Burkina Faso who we trained?
Holistically, we teach core.
We were trying to just teach core values. We want people to be self-governed. He feels embarrassed, and how he's going to take it out, you got to keep note of. So his angle is more like, why are American tax dollars paying for all this? We're chaos. Keep our money to ourselves. White power. But Langley is going to feel a way about it. And that was from 2023. We jump towards this week where we hear,
I can imagine a situation, though, in which the ruling elite of a country is receiving gratuities on the side.
That this was planned.
In order to the benefit of...
The question was planned. The answer is planned.
Of the strongman leader and not to the populace of the country. Does that sort of corruption and bribery go on with regard to the Belt and Road?
Absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traoré and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves,
their gold reserves.
That is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across. Even in
shut up, bro. You see, these leaders, they want to protect themselves and they want to hoard the gold for themselves, and they're not trying to help. And I don't really mind calling the man out. Man, that Captain Traoré in Burkina Faso, Michael Langley. This is what a coon looks like when they talk about coons.
Sudan.
When a U.S. general goes on record accusing an African leader of using gold to protect himself, you know something big is happening.
Yup. In response, well, the latest update I saw from Burkina Faso is that they're going to be paving the roads, like literally paving roads, making it more accessible to drive through. They're fixing up the country. Every passing day and week and month, the country advances.
We had just 3,000 something paved roads, but now with the coming of Traoré, they are planning to pave 5,000 kilometers per year. This is insane. The government is now taking care of building the roads with their own equipment and everything.
Burkina Faso indeed is under construction.
They're working on their oil. They're working on using themselves to help themselves up, no longer requiring aid from anyone. I remember hearing Saudi Arabia was like, oh, we'll build some masjid. You guys can pray. They're like, no, we don't need to worship right now. We're good. You can help us in other ways, but not like that. Thank you for the help, but no thanks. They're not going to allow other people to influence them. They're a country they barely got a winter. They've got able to harvest all year round. They shouldn't be in poverty. They've got they've got resources. They've got a big population. They're like, no, we don't need anyone anymore. And he's been trying to get assassinated. There's multiple assassination attempts on him. And so far, so good. The surrounding countries are watching. Everyone is going, oh, he's the man. He's T'Challa. What this leader is able to provide through literal action is great. I'm always talking about the fictional guy. I'm always telling you guys about this, how this guy could, as an uncolonized nation leader, as a guy who's like on the peer, he's a peer of Batman and Superman and Thor and Captain America. This guy's really up there. We shouldn't stop using him. They killed him. They, meaning people of colorless, have killed him. Kevin Feige with 3 Ks has killed this character. A lot we can learn from Burkina Faso. There's many parallels I can make with Black Panther and with him. I'm out. Lesson learned. You guys agree with that? You guys disagree with that? Stick to comic books, chill. You know nothing. I have a cousin who lives there, and basically, what are you going to tell me? Chill out.